Hello everybody and welcome to our channel. A very happy new year to you and your loved ones. Every day you open up your browser and navigate to your favorite websites, whether it be social media, news, or e-commerce sites. You go to the web page by typing in a URL or clicking on a link to the page. Have you ever thought about what happens behind the scenes? How does the news get to you when you press enter after typing in the URL? How did the images on this post show up in your browser? In this video, we'll look at what happens when you type a URL into your browser and press enter. This process involves the browser, computer's operating system, internet service provider, the server where the site is hosted, and the services running on that server. When you type https://google.com/page in your browser and press enter. Here, https:// is a scheme, which tells the browser to make a connection to the server using TLS. Google.com is the domain name of the site and it points to a specific IP address of a server and /page is a path to the resource you need. After you've typed the URL into your browser and pressed enter, the browser needs to figure out which server on the internet to connect to. It must look for the IP address of the server hosting the website using the domain you typed. To accomplish that, DNS lookup is used. Here, it determines whether we can locate it in the cache. If not, DNS must search domain name servers from the root to the third-level domain. Browser then initiates TCP connection with the server. Transmission Control Protocol, more formally known as TCP, is used throughout the public internet routing infrastructure to route packets from a client browser request through the router, the internet service provider, through an internet exchange to switch ISPs or networks, and finally to find the server with the IP address to connect to. This is an inefficient route to take to get there. Instead, a lot of websites employ a CDN to cache both static and dynamic material closer to the user. Now that the browser is connected to the server, it complies with the HTTP's protocol's requirements for communication. To request the contents of the page, the browser first sends an HTTP request to the server. The body, headers, and request line of an HTTP request are all present. The server can determine what the client wants to do using the information in the request line. The server accepts the request and determines how to handle it depending on the data in the request line, headers, and body. The server receives the material at this URL for the GET requests, it then builds the response, and then delivers it back to the client with an HTTP status code. The browser examines the response headers for instructions on how to render the resource after receiving the server's response. The content type header informs the browser that an HTML resource was received in the response body and the browser then renders page content. Thanks for watching. Feel free to share your comments and let us know any topics you would like us to host on this channel. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Have a wonderful time.